I am so excited to welcome our next guest to the show, and I think you're going to be very excited to hear what they have to share this morning, because if you love theater, you're going to be in. If you love history, you're going to be in. If you love community, you're definitely going to be in. All three and much more embodied in this conversation. So let me introduce you now. You can find out who I'm talking about. Kim Jackson, who is the executive director at the Chattanooga Theatre Centre. Next to her is Dion Jenkins with Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. In the back there is Etienne Easley. This morning, she's coming as the director of the show that we are talking about. Has a lot of a lot of importance to y'all and to our audience. This is August Wilson's King Hedley. Is that the show?
Yes. August Wilson's King Hedley II, and it's part of this premier Black playwright, August Wilson's Century Cycle. 10 shows that give us a slice of life, each a different decade of the Black experience in America. And our friends at TVFCU have supported us from the very beginning, are a sponsor of the entire series, and we are grateful.
So before we get too much into what the show's about and why it brings in the history component, I do want to talk a little bit about that commitment, Dion.
Yes.
Because this was not a small one.
Right.
Y'all were in it for the long haul. This is an annual presentation for 10 years, and always with your support.
Absolutely. So they came to us in 2018 asking us to sponsor this 10-play run, and we were all in from the very beginning, because you know, Julie, we love supporting local, and with Chattanooga Theatre Centre, they sponsor local artists and give them the opportunity to share their craft, and what they do in the community just aligns so well with us. So we were really excited to jump on board.
So now the history part of it, as well as the theatrics of it. So Etienne, this is your first time to direct an August Wilson show, but you are no stranger to his brilliance, right?
Right. This is an excellent opportunity, and Kim had mentioned that this is an actor-director, perspective, because it gave me a little bit of an edge being in these other productions and understanding his language, his rhythms. It was easy to implement into this show.
So I don't know this one, and I think I overheard y'all saying it's one of his more obscure plays, actually. Is it not done often because of the reality of it?
Well, yeah, the stakes are really high. I told the cast the other night, this is not unlike Shakespeare, where, yes, it might be young lovers, but it's not just young lovers that might get grounded. They might be banished or end up dead, right? The stakes are high in this. It's 1980s Pittsburgh. It's a man who's getting out of prison. And Etienne, do you want to give a little bit more?
Yes, it's just he is struggling with this legacy, trying to figure out who he is and how he can really impact his world and the people around him. But there are some things and obstacles in his way that everybody can relate to.
How big is the cast?
6.
6.
Yes.
Mighty group of 6.
Very intimate.
Yes.
Very.
It's a great word, because we're actually producing it in our Circle Theater space, which is our black box. And the way that the audience is set up, it's a thrust playing space, and the audience is on 3 sides. And so the community that's going to gather to experience this story is going to be experiencing it together. They're literally going to be seeing each other experience this important story, which is powerful.
I will speak personally, having been to some shows at the Black Box. It is sometimes uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yes.
As an audience member, I will just tell you, it's really kind of uncomfortable because you aren't sure if you're distracting the actor on stage. You don't know, do I respond? Do I not? Do I make eye contact? Do I not? As an actor who's done this, what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, it's our job as actors to look beyond that, but also to bring you in, to have you engaged, right? And so we might make eye contact with
you. Right?
Yes, it does.
I know you're locking in.
Right. I've been on stage and someone's knee was right on like 2 feet away from me, but they could feel us, and that's what we want. We want you in the backyards, in the spaces, in the living rooms where you can kind of feel what's going on.
You know, so often when you have these conversations about a theatrical performance, it's come one, come all.
Right.
You're putting a little bit of a warning out there to people.
We are. We're letting people know that this is PG-13, if you will. It's mature themes. There's some violence. There's some language. I'm bringing my 12 and 14-year-old because they know the piece. We've had conversation about it. They know what's going on in the world around us, and they're viewing this as an opportunity to see a story and maybe a little better understand our humanity, right?
Yeah, so I will say I've reached that point where the 1980s, that was my decade. So it's hard for me to realize it was actually 40 years ago,
Right.
40 plus years ago. You forget a lot in that time, and yet in the scope of the world, that's a snippet.
It really is.
So do you think, Etienne, when people come to see this, are they going to walk away thinking, okay, I remember where we were, but wow, look now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then, but the wow look now is, in some ways, we're exactly where we were, and there's some things that are different. And so they are going to be stuck in the middle trying to figure out which way they lean.
Yeah. You know, it's an interesting thing about art, isn't it? How you're kind of alone. You're not alone with your own thoughts, but you are alone with your own feeling in that hour and a half or 2 hours. And you can go with 5 people and you'll each take away something different.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and we hope people will be in conversation with each other afterwards. It's an important story.
Yeah. Okay, Dion, I guess because we're about to I have to talk to her about
Yes.
we were making a joke off camera about how the credit union is everywhere because we're about to launch our TVFCU Ideally grant features, getting ready for the competition coming up in April and May.
Yes.
You can't overstate, I think, why y'all want to be everywhere. You love creating things like this.
We really do. We love supporting local, whether that's local businesses, local artists, just our members in the community. We live, eat, and breathe this community, and we're excited to be part of the Theater Center. We announced the Ideally winners tomorrow, and so there are 30 great businesses that I think your audience will love once they see them.
Well, while you're waiting to hear who those are going to be, get your tickets. August Wilson's King Hedley II. Break a leg twice for you, Etienne. Fantastic. Run through the 15th of February. TheaterCenter.com is where you can get your tickets.
West Jellyknife, over 40,000 square feet packed with over $1 million in inventory. Tools to tiles, we got it all at prices lower than Lowe's and more cheapo than the Depot. Check out our selection of solid oak and poplar cabinets at prices you won't believe. Why pay more? Shop local and save big.
Injury lawyers are everywhere. It's hard to know who to trust.
You can trust the insiders.
Our law firm is